Namaste. Many traders today in stock market, before they start trading, when they come with their capital in order to earn money through trading, they always have a question in their mind. The question is, how do we trade? What type of trading should I do? How can I make profits in this? Should I do intraday trading? Should I do scalping? Should I do positional trading, or people call it as swing trading? Should I do long-term investment? So lot many questions are running in people's mind, and this is not the case with people who are new to stock market today. This is also the case with people who are already very old in this business. I mean to say 20-30 years experienced traders in this business, they still have the same question. The question is, how should I trade in order to make profits? All right. So these days when people come to me and they ask me this question, I always think about this, because having 20 plus years of experience in this business, right in the beginning also I saw people asking me the same question. Even today people are asking me the same question. So when that is the case, I always keep telling everybody that it is a matter of single trade that can change your trading journey altogether. All right? It is a matter of single trade. Now you may be thinking, how can one single trade change the journey altogether? Isn't it? Now in order to explain this, today I have taken an example of HAL and its stock price movement. In this there was a trading opportunity very recently. Let me explain the trade opportunity. And I am going to explain this trade opportunity with the help of dynamic system. Now what is this dynamic system? First of all, dynamic system is a software. Now what does this software do? Whichever stock or index or commodity that you choose to trade, this dynamic system automatically tells you when to buy and when to sell. All right. So you don't have to spend your time or waste your time doing a lot of research, analysis. All right. You don't have to do anything. The system will tell you, your job is to simply follow it. All right. The major benefit of dynamic system is, first thing, it tells you automatically. The second most important thing here is, it gives us the signals and information one day in advance. If you want to trade tomorrow, you get to see the details, you get to plan your trade today evening itself. So your trading becomes much more relaxed. You can come with some preparation, with a plan to trade the next day. And the other major benefit of dynamic system is, anyone who subscribes dynamic system, they get this software for lifetime. You can subscribe the software for lifetime. When that is the case, and when I said that one trade can change your trading journey forever, then just imagine, if one trade can change the journey, from there on, when you have this software for lifetime with you, what all can you do in stock market? All right. So let me make it clear. Let me explain this trade opportunity in HAL. Let's see how one could have traded in a very relaxed and effortless way. It so happened that the price of HAL was continuously coming down, and at some point the price started reversing. And as it started reversing, in our dynamic system, on 18th March 2025, there was a long trend. There is one feature called long trend in this dynamic system. It said upstart. Okay, there is a long dynamic report in this dynamic system. There it said upstart on 18th March 2025. Now 18th March 2025 in the evening, once I finish all my job, I get back home, update the dynamic system software in the evening at my leisure time, and then open this report. And when I'm checking, I get this, I come across this stock called HAL, where I see that it has told me upstart. It means the uptrend has started. When you know that the uptrend has started, the first thing that will come to your mind is, let me buy this. Is it not? Now, for me to buy 18th March, I am looking at it in the evening. So I cannot buy it in the evening. So I have to buy the next day. So 19th March, as soon as the market opens, let me buy. This is my simple plan. So 19th March, as soon as the market opened, if you had bought it, the price was available at around 3,600. This is the price at which you could have bought it. Now after you bought it, the price continuously started increasing. Day by day it started increasing. Now your job as a trader, now once you have bought it, all that you have to do is close your system, go do your job, come back in the evening, see what the dynamic system is telling you. If it is telling you to hold the long position, hold it the next day. Alright, that is all that you have to do day after day until it tells you to exit. So as the price started increasing, at some point it slowly started reversing, and on 7th of April there was a sharp down movement. Alright, now after the sharp down movement, evening on 7th of April, when I am looking at this dynamic system, I see that there is a sell signal. That is the speed signal, what we call in this dynamic system. It has given us a sell signal on 7th of April. But then I normally keep saying, you may have observed me saying this in my previous videos, but I'll repeat it once again. Whenever I get a trade opportunity, I want that trade opportunity to be a clean and clear trade opportunity. I don't want anyone to block it. Okay? If there is any hurdle in this particular trade, then I will not do the trade. This is what I have always been telling everyone. Okay? Including those people who join our dynamic superpower trading workshop, even there, that is what we tell them. So on 7th of April, when the sell signal came, so when I'm looking at this, when I thought, should I sell it the next day? Then I see that there is a speed trend that is blocking. That is, there is a hurdle in between. There is a sell signal, but then there is speed trend which is in between and which is not allowing the price to go down any further. So as soon as I see this, now I make up my mind that it is not a clear sell signal. Let me not do this trade. Why will I not sell? Because I think that this price is likely to reverse. When I know that the price is likely to reverse, why should I exit my previous buy position? Let me hold the buy position. Alright. So as I hold this buy position, immediately the price started reversing, it started going up. So from 7th of April, as the price started increasing, on 15th April, again the same speed signal which had given a sell, now it is giving a buy signal. Now when it is giving a buy signal, what should I do? Well, I already have a buy position, so why should I buy again? So I will hold the same buy position. But then if anyone had failed, or if anyone had missed this buying opportunity initially on 19th of March, they can take an entry here. They could have bought right at the bottom on 7th of April, that is a different story. At least on 15th of April, after the buy signal came, they could have taken a long position. Alright, fine. Now after this 15th of April, the price again started increasing. Now at some point again it starts coming down. By 25th of April, again the same speed signal is giving me a sell. When I look at it in the evening, the same speed trend again is forming a hurdle there. The point where the sell signal has come, exactly at that point the speed trend is blocking the price. Since it is not a clear sell signal, we don't sell it. We hold the same buy position. The very next trading day, that is on 28th of April, the price gives a sharp up movement and the same speed signal gives a buy now. Alright, we already have a buy, let us hold on to it. And from there, as the price started increasing once again, by 8th May, once again the same speed signal gives a sell signal. Again the same speed trend is blocking the price there. Again we will not sell. Again we will carry forward the same buy position. And as we kept on doing this, by 30th of May, the price slightly, it has come down. It has closed at around 4,974. It is now touching the speed trend once again. We are still holding on to the same buy position. Bought at around 3,600, holding the buy position at 4,974. It is literally 1,374 points benefit that we have gained in this one single trade. Now if you are trading this particular stock in F&O, the minimum, the lot size is 150, minimum quantity. The margin required is around 1,82,000 rupees. Alright, with that margin, with that investment, if you had taken this one particular trade, now by now you are sitting at a profit of more than 2 lakh rupees. We are talking about more than 100% returns on your investment in a single trade. Of course, it took almost 2 months, 10 days, but still it is a single trade. Alright, now you may be thinking, now how will I know that this particular stock is going to move up? There are so many stocks, there are 2,000 plus stocks in NSE. How will I know that I have to trade this particular stock? Well, in dynamic system, I have already told that there is a facility which there is a report, we call it as new buy sell dynamic report. So every day evening when you go through this report, it will give you all the, it gives you a list of stocks where you have got a new buy or new selling opportunity. All right. So out of those lists, whichever F&O stocks are there, you can go through those particular stock. But then HAL was one of those lists on 18th March 2025. So if you had gone through that list, each of these stocks, not only HAL, maybe there may be 10, 20 more stocks. Each of those stocks, if you kept on checking, you would have definitely found HAL. And as soon as we saw that there is a buying opportunity, we don't blindly jump into the trade the very next day. Before we do the trade, we always tell this to the dynamic members who join the Dynamic Superpower Trading Workshop. We tell them, before we get into the trade, let us first understand what is happening in this particular stock. What is the situation here? What is the direction? What is the pressure? All right, which direction is the pressure? So when we go about checking these things, when we came to HAL, we noticed that initially the price of this particular stock kept on coming down. And on 3rd of March, it made a low of 3046. Now there is something very interesting that happened on this particular day when it made this low. At 3046 in dynamic system, right at that bottom, there was a dynamic major signal. Not only one, there were two dynamic major signals. The second dynamic major signal was even bigger. All right. Now, the second dynamic major signal, we knew that the number is 3043. If the price comes down to 3043, that is a dynamic major signal. When the price reaches any dynamic major signal, there are chances it can reverse. But if it reverses, we are going to witness a big move. This much clarity, each and every dynamic member has this. All right. This is what we train people in the workshop. So it came down till 3046. From that dynamic major signal, the price started reversing. Now when it started reversing, we knew that it is about to give a big move somewhere very soon. So anyone who saw this, they would have made a note and they would have kept on tracking this particular stock until they got the new buying opportunity. But anyways, on 18th March, we would have seen in the list that HAL has given a new buying opportunity. Before we do the trade, we check that it is coming up from a dynamic major signal. Now this is the trade that you as a trader should never miss. All right. This is a kind of a trade which can change your trading journey altogether. I mean to say, a single trade can change everything. All right. And we got this opportunity. We knew that this is the trade and we shouldn't miss this opportunity. We did this. All right. Dynamic members would have done this trade. Anyone who tracked this particular stock, they would have done this trade. From there, it was a classic up movement that we witnessed. And on the way, as the price kept on increasing, 5th of May 2025, in dynamic system, people who wish to do long-term investment using dynamic system, based on that method also, by 5th of May, we had got a buying opportunity. By then, the price was already at 4,536. All right. So 5th of May was the weekend, the very next trading day, opening if you had bought. All right. So you would have got it at a very good rate. That is 4,536. From there, it is now at 4,974. We are talking about more than 400 plus points, close to 10% returns on your investment. All right. Even long-term investors would have made money. People who entered on 19th of March would have made amazing profits by now. All right. So this is how one can trade using dynamic system, and that too in a very relaxed and effortless way. Why I say this these two words repeatedly is because if you want to trade in stock market and if you want to see some money coming your way, then you should know how to trade in a relaxed way, and that too in an effortless way. And when these two are the condition for trading, then there is only one name that comes to my mind. There is only one name that comes to every dynamic member's mind, and that is dynamic system. All right. Because it gives you information one day in advance. So for you to trade tomorrow, you can plan your trade today itself. So when I say that when you get into a trade on 18th of March and hold it till 30th of May, some of you watching may have a question in your mind. How is it possible to hold the position for 2 months and more in futures and options? Because There is expiry date for every futures contract. Am I right? You are absolutely right. But then when you know that there is an expiry date, all that you have to do is roll over your position from one contract to another. Now how do you do that? On the expiry date of a contract, exit the position just before the market closes and immediately take a buy position in the next contract. So your previous buy position will continue now. But then of course, when you are rolling over from one contract to another, there is always a price difference from the contract that is expiring and the new contract. It doesn't matter, just roll over, that is our job. So by doing that, your buy position will continue. Am I right? So of course, when I say that 1374 points is what you could have achieved when you are rolling over, and if there was a price difference, maybe the profits would have reduced a little bit, not more. But then this big, massive opportunity, you could have benefited. All right? It is a very relaxed way of trading. And I hope by now you would have realized how one trade can change your journey in stock market forever in a relaxed way. All right? So continue watching more videos to get more clarity, not only in futures. All right? In the next video, let us discuss about some options trading as well. Namaste.